4th and goal to go with the 2. 34 seconds left to go in the ball game. This is the play right now. Takes the snap. Targeted goes in. Targeted all alone. And the quarterback keeps. Wow, what a call. Nobody touched him.
Here is Jeff, the host of the Gridiron.
Now, all right, good old Malik Nabers and his toe. Now, the thing here is, unfortunately, with Malik Nabers is that, this has been going on for quite some time. It goes back to his college years at LSU, right? So there's a point in time where maybe he might have some type of surgery on it. Now, of course, he really looked good. Once again, it's just training camp, But, they seem to be moving very well. But it's something that, he's dealt with in college. He dealt with it all last season. He's dealt with it so far this season. So unfortunately, it seems like it's just going to keep on keeping on. So possibly for him to ever get over it might require surgery. Right now, the thing is, what's the timeline on the surgery? Will it cause him any problems? Meaning, initially, like if it takes 3 months, 4 months to come back from it or whatever, will it cause him some issues running his routes, speed? What's the deal? But if he's dealt with this back in college, if he dealt with it last season, if he's dealt with it right now, he's going to probably keep dealing with it for maybe forever unless they do something about it. So one of those things you have to keep an eye on. But it's so far, it might be bothering him or whatever like that. But he seemed to be running pretty darn good in the first couple of days of training camp. But so Malik Nabers says eventually surgery for his toe issue has been discussed. Second-year wide receiver believes he is managing it well and is a full participant in training camp. But Malik Nabers on Wednesday appeared to not rule out the possibility that the toe issue that kept him out of his spring practices might eventually require surgery. That's not up in the air, but all decisions will be made. But decisions will be made. Nabers said, right now I'm just focused on locking in, getting ready for the season, being out there with my guys. It felt good to be out there running around. Nabers said that there has been talk about surgery, but he has been managing it well. Everything's been going pretty well with the rehab, so my toe's feeling better, Nabers said. I'm just happy to be out there with my guys right now. Nabers said he wasn't sure the toe, which head coach Brian Daboll said in the spring was something the second-year wide receiver had dealt with since college, would completely heal or if it would become a long-term issue. Time will tell, he said. Nabers expects the Giants will have to manage the toe situation throughout camp. I'm sure it will be, Nabers said, something I have to take up with Dabes and the guys upstairs in the training camp. I think we've got a great plan. Nabers practiced in full as the Giants held their first practice of training camp, and he said the toe is good. We had a great rehab to try to get me back, so I'm back feeling good, feeling a little bit better, healthy, Nabers said. Out there running around, I feel good, but, let's see what we got. Let's see. Malik Nabers' toe injury has lingered since his college days at LSU. He has learned how to manage it, including sitting out the off-season program. So, Nabers said Wednesday the team has a great day-to-day workload plan for the toe. Nabers said, once again, there's been talk about surgery and eventually it could happen. The toe didn't stop Nabers last season as a rookie when he made 109 catches for 1,204 yards and 7 touchdowns. He doesn't expect it to affect him this season either. And it didn't really affect him too much his last year of college either. So, and I said, one thing I always remember was from Hard Knocks, right, was Dable picked the phone up because they were picking number 6 in the draft, and he picked the phone up and he called Nick Saban because he worked under Nick Saban for a year, and he asked Nick Saban, and I said this this was Malik was in college, especially his last season and all, and Saban said specifically, he said there was 2 guys, he said that they just couldn't stop. They were just pain in the necks. One was Brock Bowers, and the other was Malik Nabers. So Malik's been dealing with this for a few years now, and the problem is they might have a good plan to try to manage it and all that and everything, but if it's been bothering them for they could give him time off and all of that, but once the season starts, he's every 7 days he's going to be playing a football game. So, they can give him a day off here and a day off there, but regardless, he's going to be running around on it. So it's going to bother him the whole season long. So we'll have to wait and see if he does have any type of surgery done on it. I said it doesn't expect him to affect him this season. It just never really came to a complete thought in my mind for me to do surgery, but I've been managing it well. Been running around feeling pretty good, Neighbor said. So I'll have to wait and see. One of those things. But, somewhere along the line, he might need surgery.